Alright, hello everyone and welcome. Today I got an exciting tutorial. It's nothing too crazy, it's basically just some tips and tricks for some typography work that we're just going to go over and just kind of get comfortable inside Illustrator to see what is fully achievable with it, which is a lot. Let me just zoom out here. So let's go ahead and open up a new artboard. By the way, I'm using an 8.5 by 11 canvas or artboard size. The size doesn't really matter. If you're doing this for digital, you're going to want RGB. But if you're planning to print if this is more for something for print, then you're going to want to be making it in CMYK. I do have it in RGB, but it's not too big of a deal. You can always convert them over. The colors might just be slightly different when you do. So let's just start a new artboard there, right down in the corner, new artboard. And I'll first show you how to do the long here. So let's go ahead and type long. Find a font that you're comfortable with and one that you like. So we've got our font here, our type. It is in a text format, so I can go back and edit it anytime. Unfortunately, if you want to start editing it as like a mask or a shape layer, we're going to have to go ahead and expand that. So we'll go up to Object and Expand. And then we're going to want Object and Fill both selected there. So we'll press OK. And now you can see the outline has kind of changed, so I can't retype anything. So make sure it's spelt right and everything. And each letter here is grouped together, so let's just go ahead and control click and ungroup that so we can edit them. So now we can grab up the individual letters and just kind of move them around if we need to. But what we're going to do is we're going to extend this L, we're going to extend it down on the vertical and then the horizontal. So let's go ahead and click on this. We're going to need our direct selection tool, so you can either hit A or go up to the corner here, the right top corner. And then I need these 4 points selected, so click on the one just to get started because they were all selected. And then I'm going to go ahead and try and highlight them. Just click and drag. I might be highlighting the O. I did highlight the O. So another method you could do is you can click and then holding shift you can click the rest of them. That will highlight them all, and then you can either use your arrow keys to change. My distance per arrow key is pretty big, so I'm just going to click and drag it down. If you're kind of all over the place here, you can hold shift and it will keep you in a straight line for the most part. So we'll drag it down. That looks about good, and then we just need these last two ones. So I'll click and drag, highlight them both, and then we'll drag it out. Holding shift will keep us that straight line, and then I'm going to line it up with the G. So pretty easy. You could do this to all the text. Say for whatever reason I wanted to get rid of the hollow point of the O here, we can hit delete and then delete again, and that will get rid of that whole mask. Moving on to the curved here. Let's go ahead and type that out. So here it says curved, and I want the letters to be a little bit more curved. So I'll just do it on the U as an example here. So first thing we're going to have to do again is expand the object. So let's go ahead and Object, Expand, highlighted, awesome, ungroup that. And then let's get into the U here. So clicking A for the direct selection. I'm going to click both of these, holding shift, and then we will drag it down. That seems about good. Alright, so it's a little bit curved, but not curved. So what we're going to do is we're just going to highlight this one first. We're going to go over to our pen tool, and then we're going to click on the anchor point tool. And from there, I'm going to click on that point and just start dragging down, and as you can see what our mask is now going to look like. So I'm just going to line it up till I think it looks nice, and I'll do the same to this one. There we go. They're not quite the same, but just for the matter of this demonstration, it's close enough. So then you could do that to every end of the letter that as you desire, or change it up however you'd like. The bold here, so let's go ahead and type bold. Type whatever you want. And then I'm going to add a rectangle as well. And then we're going to send that to the back, so control click arrange and then send it back. Can't see it because our bold is black, so let's just make it a different color quick so we can see. Let's do white. So if you do white with a white background, obviously that almost looks the same. The only issue is if I were to drag this over here, the bold is still white, so it's not a cutout quite like this. Let's bring that to the front. So see how it is actually cut out from the black square, so that's why I was referencing it as kind of like a cookie cutter. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I believe we have to expand this type first. And then we're going to have both of them selected, just clicking and dragging or holding shift and clicking on both. And then we're going to use this minus front here. So it's saying whatever's in the front, which is our bold text, it will minus it from the background. So just like a cookie cutter, it will cut it out. Doesn't look like anything happened, but if we drag it over here, now we can actually see the cutout from the shape. So the Pathfinder is super useful for making shapes and just kind of editing them and combining shapes. Really good to understand the whole concept of the Pathfinder.